Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The bright studio lights of the morning show usually herald laughter, banter, and light-hearted interviews. But this morning, the atmosphere was heavy with a quiet anticipation. Bradley Walsh, the beloved actor and presenter known for his infectious smile and warm humor, had a secret he carried for months. A last wish that would change the tone of the broadcast forever. As the cameras rolled and the audience clapped, Bradley appeared on set, his usual jovial self, but there was a subtle gravity in his eyes. Fans at home noticed immediately. The sparkle in his signature grin seemed tempered by something deeper, more poignant. I've been asked to come here today not just as Bradley Walsh, but as a man with a heart full of gratitude and a little confession, he began, his voice steady but soft, carrying an emotion that made the room hold its collective breath. Life is funny. One moment you're cracking jokes on a soap opera, the next you're realizing there are things you've never said to the people you love. The co-hosts exchanged glances, sensing the gravity. Bradley paused, a hand lightly resting over his chest, as if to steady the swelling of emotion he had been holding back for so long. "I have a condition," he revealed gently, "something that reminds me every single day of how fragile life really is. But I'm not here to dwell on the sadness. I'm here to share one last wish, something I've wanted to do for years." The cameras stayed fixed on him, capturing every nuance, the flicker of vulnerability, the quiet dignity, the humanity that millions had grown to adore. Bradley leaned slightly closer to the microphone. "My wish," he said, "is to leave the world a little brighter than I found it. And that means making sure that everyone I love and everyone who's ever laughed with me knows just how much they matter." Tears glistened in his eyes as he began a heartfelt tribute to his family, friends, and colleagues. He spoke of laughter shared on set, the quiet moments off camera, and the lessons learned through decades in the public eye. Then, with a deep breath, he turned toward the audience. "I want to do one last thing on live TV," he announced. "I want to dedicate this moment to kindness. I want each of you watching right now to reach out to someone, tell them you love them, forgive them, or simply smile. Life's too short for regrets." As he spoke, the audience, initially uncertain, then moved beyond words, rose in a standing ovation. Cameras panned across faces wet with tears, including the hosts who struggled to maintain composure. Bradley, for all his fame and charisma, had never seemed more human, more relatable, more profoundly touching. In that studio, Bradley Walsh became more than a beloved entertainer. He became a reminder that life's truest legacy is not awards or accolades, but the love, care, and small gestures we leave behind. His last wish, simple yet monumental, turned an ordinary morning broadcast into a historic moment of collective empathy and reflection. As the show concluded, the hashtags began trending worldwide. Hashtag Bradley's Last Wish, hashtag Kindness Matters, hashtag Love Louder. Messages poured in from fans sharing their own acts of love inspired by him. And in those fleeting, powerful minutes of television, Bradley's laughter, courage, and humanity were immortalized, not just as a star, but as a man who reminded us that even in the face of tragedy, one heart can ignite a million others. For those watching, it wasn't just TV anymore. It was a wake-up call, a tearful reminder that life is fragile, love is eternal, and kindness is the legacy worth leaving.